Hola and bienvenidos. Welcome to my live. Guys, I'm so sorry. I know I'm a little tardy, so please forgive me. I I don't know. I just was fooling around doing stuff. In any event, thank you, Mama Shirley, for coming, being here. Numero uno. Appreciate you. Yes, and please, guys, smash that like button. So, guys, if you, I'm sorry, I just need to mute my devices because they will surely go off. Um, okay. So, guys, I am very excited to welcome everybody in. I just want to say thank you for coming. Hey, Chloe, how are you? So good to see you. Hope you had a good day at school. If you are watching the replay, could you please kindly give me a thumbs up? And I want to give a nice big hug, warm hug, and shout out to my daughter, D. She is working, getting ready to go on her shift. But I just wanted to let everybody know how wonderful of a nurse she is. Not tooting my own horn, but other people who know me that see me in the community talk about how she's such a good nurse. I also want to shout out to all the nurses that work with her. I've heard such wonderful things about them and how they work together. And Dee said she's very happy with the group of nurses that she works with. So that's a plus. When you can work with people and you are comfortable and you're relaxed and you work well together, because nursing is not an easy job. So I definitely wanted to shout them out and let them know how much they are appreciated. Hello, my Renaissance grandma. So good to see you. So good to see you. Um, let me go back up here. What am I doing wrong? Okay, there we go. There we go. Hey, sweet time, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Hey, Mike, Mr. Squirrel Man. Yes, they are. you know, I thought about when COVID first started and a lot was not known about COVID. And she just said, I'm going to go to work. I'm going to do everything I'm supposed to do. And, you know, if I get it, I get it. But you, mom, have got to stay away. She didn't want me at her apartment. Um, and I thought that was very sweet. The way she cared for her mom. She just was like, Mommy, no, we don't know what it is right now. So no, I don't need you to come. And so I was very happy that she did that. I think it was very, very sweet of her to make sure that I was okay. I don't know. I don't have my mouse tonight. So I'm trying to highlight these comments and they're not all highlighting. I hate not having my mouse, but yeah, I was a bit I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I sat it down somewhere, but my laptop goes from my front room to my dividend to my bedroom and back, and I must have left it in whatever. Excuse me, guys. I apologize, but my throat and the coughing, the pollen is flying like crazy here. Like here, you can actually see the pollen on the cars, on the ground. It's horrible. So my eyes are itchy. So I've got to get a hold of some good local honey, and I've got to take a teaspoon every morning. I'm glad to share. Oh, you are always sharing something, which is sweet. Hey, Happy Mac. I'm sorry I didn't speak. So, Mama Shirley said it got up to 74 today, 34 tonight, 30 high on Thursday. What? 20 at night. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. You can grab it. We can wait if it helps you. Oh, it's okay. Um, I appreciate that. I really do. I'm just gonna sip this water. You good evening, T-Nog. And since T-Nog is here, I definitely want to find out. I don't eat meat. So my thing is, what is everybody eating on Meatless Monday? And I know Mike usually will say, what he's eating. And I realize I never say what I'm eating for Meatless Monday. But I am going to tell you what I'm eating tonight. The controversy, though, is this. Hey, good evening, T-Nog. I don't even realize if I spoke to you. I guess I was a little excited to see you. But yes, thank you for being here. You are so appreciated. I really do appreciate you being here. Okay. You know, my husband always says, okay, you do eat meat. Seafood is meat. But from everything that I heard when I first became a pescatarian was that, seafood is not considered meat. It's crustacea and whatnot. So I don't consider it meat. So I don't consider myself a meat eater. I only eat seafood and, so I'm a vegetarian and then you add seafood to it, pescatarian. But anyway, so tonight, I really, really like doing this. I love chili and hot dishes like that. And so I make this white chili. So if you take the firm tofu and you season it, and you have to season it really, really well, guys. Tofu takes on the flavor of whatever you give it. So I give it some nice hot, spicy, smoked, like smoked paprika, like that flavor. Then you let that crumble up with some onions, garlic, pepper in a pot. Then you add your beans. Then you add corn. And the recipe calls for a whole thing of cream cheese. That is too much for me. I'm sorry. I don't need all them calories. Cream cheese to me has a lot of calories. And I'm trying to stay fit. I really am. So I will cut that in three and use a third of that. And then it also requires you to add heavy whipping cream, which I don't use what they say. Excuse me, again, because I just think it's too much. I'm not trying to, I don't know. I'm a little paranoid about gaining weight and everything. So I'm always counting calories. So I only use 1/4 cup and I just let it simmer. Add a little bit of lime juice. Fresh lime juice is best. One time I tried to, I don't know if you've ever seen, it actually looks like a lime, and they actually have one that looks like a lemon, and it's lime juice and lemon juice from concentrate. And I've used that, and it's fine, but I prefer to buy a lemon, squeeze that lemon in there. The flavor is amazing. And then, of course, corn. So that is what I am having for my normal meatless Monday. So if y'all want to add what y'all are going to have, put it in there. It's fine. Let me get to this chat and continue speaking to you guys. Oh, so guys, last week my special guest was little Grayson, and this Cooking with Chloe is his older sister, and their mom is expecting, and she crochets. She's 13 years old, and she crochets. She has actually taught me a stitch. I was struggling with it. We were making a hat with a ruffle, couldn't do it. She was like, Miss Quinny, it's this, that, that, and that. Smart girl, smart girl. So she's saying that she's on row 39 of the blanket for Dallas, which is her little sister that is coming. Chloe, tell me what color you decided to use. Put it in the chat. Let me know. Now, snow tonight. What? Oh my goodness. Wow. That's all right. It has a beginning and it has an end. The season is going to come to an end. So yes. Okay. My French is not that good, but c'est bon. I think that's c'est bon, Mike, which I don't even remember what that means, but c'est bon. Okay, so Sweet Time says so much pollen. that when I took my phone out my pocket, by the time I took the pop, yes, that is so true. By the time you take anything out, it's going to be full of pollen. What I hate is that when you go to open your car door, you automatically touch it. If you get your car washed on the weekend, by Monday or Tuesday, it's like, what's the point? You still have a ton of pollen on there. So that pollen is crazy. I understand completely, completely. Guys, I'm so happy you're here. I really am. What's up, See Say So? How are you? Thank you for coming to the live tonight. We appreciate you. I appreciate you. So thank you. And 70 Plus Gardener says, good evening, everyone. 77 degrees near ATL. I forgot to mention my temp. Guys, it's a balmy 83 degrees. The low is 63. The high was 84. And the humidity is 43%. So I'm thinking, as cold as our winter was, the opposite is going to happen, and our summer is going to be extremely, extremely hot. So it is what it is. I'm going to take what it is and I'm going to go. Aw, thank you, Miss Linda. I appreciate that. That means a lot because I'm nowhere near as knowledgeable as you. And, you know, I just love the fact that you would take the time to come. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So Mama Shirley's speaking. Another one who is so knowledgeable. Okay, Mike says, my mom made a good, oh, really? Wheat and tofu hamburger substitute that we, oh my goodness, that sounds so good. Oh my goodness. That sounds really good. I have to say, I went to a little party that my friend does every year, and she was like, what are you going to bring? And I said, I'll bring some lasagna. And she said, I said, I'll bring a meat and I'll bring a veggie. She said, no, just bring the veggie. It's okay. So I brought the veggie, and I was so surprised and felt really proud of myself that so many people enjoyed it, because everybody doesn't enjoy meatless food. But it's so funny. When my husband and I were dating, he said to me, I'm going to support you, and once a week I'm going to eat without meat. Well, he quickly forgot about that, and I don't mind. It's fine. It's not for everyone. I'm not trying to force it on him. But the other day, we were laying in bed. I was getting ready to go to sleep. And he grabbed my arm and he scared me a little bit. And I said, what? He said, I can't believe it. I said, what? He said, I didn't eat meat all day. So I was really tickled about that. He hadn't eaten meat all day. So I told him, you're going to feel good. And I hope this doesn't gross anyone out. I told him he's going to poop good, because I think when you don't eat the meat, for me, I don't have a problem. I'm very regular. So I told him he would now be regular. So yeah, funny. Just had to share that. So she said, I had fried. Oh, the fried oyster mushroom. Yes, they do say it tastes like chicken, and I do think it does. When when you fry it and season it, when you season it and cook it and prepare it just like you do chicken, it does to me have that flavor of chicken. Um, and I have given it to someone else, and they told me they did feel the same way, that it tasted like chicken. So I'm trying to get down to the chat so we can start this discussion, because I learned so much. And I'm telling you, what's up, Odom? How are you? So good to see you. Thank you for coming. I love doing research, but I always say you have to have a good source. So I went to a lot of good sources and found out some really good things. And of course, I don't know it all. Hey, what's up, Cece, Texas girl? How are you? So good to see you. Thank you for coming. Um, and so those of you in the chat, I know some of you will be able to support me on this. You can chime in anytime. I love it. I appreciate it. and I'm learning from you as well. Miss Linda says, I'm eating rice and peas. Ooh, I harvested carrots. I put honey on them and cooked them in my. Oh, wow. Ooh, ooh. I never thought to put the carrots in the air fryer. That sounds so good. I think I'm gonna have to try that one day this week. That sounds so good. And again, classic reason as to why I love lives. You get to share and have that interaction immediately. So I love that. Okay, I don't want to rush. I just want to get to the bottom. I'm very anxious to talk about what I learned. She said, I hope honey carrots was like Karen there with honey and ooh, brown sugar. Yes, brown sugar is the stuff. It makes everything taste so much better. Meatless food. What? This girl said meatless food. What is that? ¿Qué es esto? No sabe. Listen, I get it. I get it. Because let me tell you, my family, they are so funny. They tease me all the time. They'll just randomly, very casually say, hey, so because we have Sunday dinner. Every Sunday, my family always goes to my mother-in-law's house, and we have family dinner, and my sister-in-law is there, brother-in-law, the kids, we every Sunday. So sometimes they're preparing the food and they'll say, hey, there's a little bit of the ribs left. You want to try this? I'm like, right. Or they'll be like, I made you a plate and it'll have meat on it. But I get it, girl. I get it. They hey Kenneth, how are you? So good to see you. Thank you so much for coming. They are so funny. Before we go any further, since you guys are here in my live, let me show y'all something. Look at this right here. Y'all see that? I'm gonna do a video about it, but look. Can y'all see it going all the way up? It is actually reached. Oh, I thought I had my pointer here. It's actually reached the top of the curtains, y'all. And guess what? I finally got the blooms to open up. Let me see. I'm gonna put this down a little bit. Hold on. I don't want to burn you, but I do. Okay, so y'all can see that better. Look at that. Look at that, guys. And look, I got flowers. Oh, I don't know if y'all can see it. Well, I got buds. So I'm super happy. I wanted to share that with you because I'm super excited about that. I just kind of let it do its thing. And I was just like, I'm just going to let it do what it do. I was going to move it to the Arrow Farm because, it's more room. But I was like, no, I'm going to just see what happens. I'm going to see what happens. But yeah, I had to share that with you. Video is coming. So if you see the video, please don't be like, wait, we already knew that. That's just a preview for all of you who blessed me by coming into my live. Speaking of which, just a reminder, if you made it this far, which is basically just the intro of my live, and you're watching the replay, I don't know if I said it, but I'm going to say it again. Thank you. Please, a thumbs up. If you don't like it, thumbs down. Lets me know I got some work to do. In any event, I just want to say thank you. Special thanks to my dear friend and sweetheart, Lisa and Joe. Thank you. All right, let's get back to this chat. So as I'm going to the chat, if I see something that's just someone speaking, I'm going to just go ahead and highlight it, and I'm going to go on. So guys, when I did my research, I basically was trying to find the best flowers that I could use for pest pressure. Meaning, I know there's always going to be bugs. I know that. However, I'm trying to plant as much so that I will have less bugs, less pest pressure. Sounds like a tongue twister. What's up, twin? How are you? So good to see you. So good to see you. I appreciate that. Next, let's keep going. So what happened is I really needed to do this, guys, because guess what? I knew to grow certain things like nasturtium, which attracts those aphids. And when I had nasturtium in a raised bed next to something, I noticed it did fine. But my problem has been I never planted enough. Now, when I look at certain people harvesting, I notice that there are some people that always have an abundance, meat of everything, everything. For me, I notice, or the majority of things. For myself, I don't always notice that. I had an abundance of long beans, a lot of those. I had an abundance of certain varieties of tomato. But what I realized, guys, is I need to position things differently and I need to grow more. I need to drop more seeds. I was not dropping enough seeds. And so I may have had a few things here and a few things there, but the bugs were basically just having a field goal, just having a field day with what I had. So you know me, I got my notes, I got my notebook, and I did the research. And like I said, research is not okay, Google. We ain't fooling with Google. We got to go to the local extension. We've got to go to your .edus and find out what they suggest, because I feel like those are a more reliable source. What source I don't like is I don't like Wikipedia, because I notice it says if you'd like to add to this, I may not even be familiar with that. So anybody can add to that. I don't like that. No. So anyway, the number one, um, the number one thing to grow, they say, best all around is marigolds. But that's not the only thing they said to grow. From what I researched, the best thing to do is to plant a variety. A variety. And it makes sense. You're planting a variety of foods. Why not plant a variety of things to help with the pest pressure? They just said, from what I researched, that marigold was the best all around because it deters nematodes. That was one thing I did not know. Now, I've never had problems with them, but just because you never had a problem with something doesn't mean that you won't. It could happen this year. I don't know. Again, I am trying to put everything in the ground and not a raised bed. I'm trying to use the earth, if you will, because I realized when I looked in my garden journal how much money I spent on purchasing soil. Now, hey, Donzel, how are you? Thank you for coming. Even though I always buy those, I say gently busted bags, because some of them busted bags have half of it in there. So if you're paying half and you're getting half, you're not getting a bargain. I like the ones that have a little bit of damage, maybe a little rip at the top, and they have to discount it. That's what I'm going for. But when I calculated it, guys, I was still spending a lot of money on purchasing soil. So I'm going to keep the raised beds I have, but I'm not going to add to it. I'm going to start growing in the ground. I think too, I probably would be better. I think my results will be better. I do. I really do. We'll see. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So what do y'all think about the marigold? How many of you use the marigold? Because that they said that's the number one. Now I do plant marigolds, and they actually suggested the best variety is the French marigold. So they say that the roots of the marigold releases a compound that helps with the soil nematodes. So that's good. They said the scent of the French marigolds repels aphids, white flies, beetles, and squash bugs. So I decided when my squash that I have in my dividend gets ready to go outside, which it isn't, not yet. Remember, I Didn't really had to start everything over. When it's ready to go outside, I'm putting marigolds on each side of it because that's a huge problem. Squash bugs. I'm thinking everything is looking good. I got these big, beautiful squashes coming, and next thing I know, after I've gotten one, boom, I'm not getting anything because I got the squash bugs. It's just tearing up. Yes, please help me. Um, I'm trying really hard to make content that is um, noteworthy. Noteworthy. I'm trying to make content that I enjoy, that reflects me and my lifestyle as a pescatarian gardener. So yes, help me by hitting the like button. Thank you, Miss Linda. I appreciate that. Um, is happy. Let it grow. I am. I am. So Chloe says, I'm using white for the blanket, pink for the border, and every 7 rows of white, I add one pink row. That's going to be pretty. That is so pretty. That's something I wanted to do. I often thought about having a um, class for young girls and or boys that want to learn how to crochet, who perhaps maybe their parents don't know, or something fun to help keep them focused and off the tablets and computers so much, because we know they love them tablets and them computers. I mean, I do too. I do too. I have my online games that I play. I'm not going to front, but I do it within reason. So let's see. Cece said, yes, Clinton, I will be planting lots more flowers. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Well, Cece, your garden looks really good. It looks fantastic. Um, that sorrel last year, I was like, oh my gosh, look at all that sorrel. Fantastic, fantastic. And others. There's others of you, many others in the community that are really, really doing it. And I'm trying to get on that level, guys. I'm trying to up my garden. Like I said, this garden year is dedicated to my mom, and it has forced me. I'm glad I did that because it's forced me to look at things from a different light. I put it out there, and now I've got to do it. So I realized something. It requires a lot of work. It requires a lot of work. I wish I was retired so I could start my day off with a nice hot cup of lemon balm, mint, or something tea, and relax, and then go out in the garden for an hour or two, and then go in late in the evening and really be able to nurture it. Fortunately, I will say, yesterday we sprung forward. So in the evenings, it will be light. So I'm super happy, super happy. So Odom said, more flowers for me, bring in my beneficial insects. Right. Um, and that's another positive. Hey, Cassandra, how are you? So good to see you. I'm sorry I didn't see you earlier. Um, yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. Also, I was surprised, and maybe certain people may disagree with it or agree, but they said that it also deters rabbits and deer. Now, fortunately, I do have my yard. My backyard is fenced in. But if it wasn't, we would have deer in here. And I think um they go to the other side of the neighborhood because of the lake. There's water there. And so it kind of gives me a little break. But they did say that it repels deer and rabbit. So let's see. C says what? Oh, wait a minute. Let me go back. Some bug is eating my mouth. Wow. I need help in the chat, y'all. Something is eating her marigolds. What could it be? I don't know. I know dill and cilantro around your cabbage helps with the cat. Oh, see, I didn't know that. Dill and cilantro. What happens to me is sometimes they will eat. I try not to put all my cabbages, all my cauliflower, all my broccoli. I try to spread it out. And I notice some areas do better than others. And so I notice the areas that do have it, I usually will let the outer leaves, let them have that, and then I see if I can just grab the inside and in the areas, of course, where they are not. But I don't know what could be eating it. I will have to do some research on that one. I'm sure there's people in the chat that may know, so please. Yep, French marigold, exactly. That's what they said is the best. So let's see. T Knox said French marigold is good for root nematodes. It will help. Okay, good. There you have it. My beds are full of marigolds. See, let me tell you what my problem is. I would say marigolds, and then I'll take that cell of 6 and I'll plant one here, one there, one here, and one here. How crazy is that? I do not know why I thought that was enough. But no, no, no. Not only did I buy a ton of marigolds, and I did buy them, I told myself this year I was not. I refuse to buy any starts. I'm not doing it. I have so many seeds that it makes no sense. I need to take my time and just plant them inside, and that's what I'm doing. So right now I got 208 cells with seeds. Some have started to germinate, some have not. Doesn't matter. I'm not doing it. But I did purchase the flowers. That I want more of. I dropped seeds of flowers, but I need to hurry up and get it out there. So when these little things are ready to go out there, boom, they can go out there with no problem, and they'll have, somewhat of protection. She said the Cracker Jack marigold is good. Oh, Cracker Jack. Let me write that down. There's so many variety. It's so funny. You said the Cracker Jack marigold, and the first thing I had to think about was the Cracker Jacks that you could buy that you can eat that we used to get when we were little. My dad, he's such a wonderful man. When we were little, we would buy the Cracker Jacks, and what Daddy would do is he had this big metal container, and when we would get the prize, he would put it in that container. And then one day, because back then the prizes were nice, they were nicer. He strung up a necklace, one for my sister and one for myself. And we loved it. We had all our little prizes and everything. So that's what I thought about when you said Cracker Jack. She said, I plant French marigolds with my vegetables and other marigolds around the garden for beauty. Cassandra, that's the smart thing to do. Hey, LGG Love, how are you? Good to see you. So I went the local extension, what they suggest, and I was surprised. They have a suggestion as to what layout I should have for my garden. And so they said every border, whoops, I lost my page. Oh yes, every border, um, excuse me a minute. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's a solicitor or what, but somebody is ringing my doorbell and I don't know who it is. Boom. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry about that. But the doorbell was ringing and it kept ringing. And I was like, why is my doorbell ringing? Let me see who it is. Um, I don't need to go to the door. Let me just say that. It's nice to have ring. I think it also, there you go, side door. I think it's good uh, for safety measures, and I feel particularly safe when I can pick up my phone, go to the app, and see who's at my door. And if it's somebody who is trying to sell something, which we have quite a few solicitors coming around for the roof, for security system. Even though they will say, "Oh, I see you got a security system," and but how much are you paying? None of your business. I'm comfortable. If I feel like I'm not comfortable with it anymore, I'll pick up my phone or go on my search for another company. So, and I don't trust people. Don't show don't flash a badge like I'm from so and so. First of all, how can I see that quick? And I don't know who you are. But anyway, I digress. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm on a tangent. Um, forgive me. Back to this. So what they said is to plant it on a border, to plant it around the edge of the garden, put it between tomatoes, between peppers, between squash, between beans. They said use basil for tomato hornworms, aphids, and mosquitoes, which I disagree with them with the mosquitoes because mosquitoes are out of control here where I live. Oh, so she said French marigold will not grow to become giant. Oh, okay. So that's good to know. That is good to know. Um, so yeah, I gotta do better and have more. Very good. Let me get back to this chat. Everybody's speaking. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm doing a lot of talking, but I do want to acknowledge that everybody is speaking, and that's what you're supposed to do. When you step up in somebody's house, you're supposed to speak. Oh, the man of the hour who I need. Okay, Jags. Oh my gosh. Hello. I know you're listening. You're at the high school. If you hear this, please can you send me a message to my email because allergies are crazy and I need some honey. I know you are not that close, not that far, but I need some honey. I need a teaspoon of honey every day. And my honey is so low. And where I used to get it from, I won't be able to anymore. So I need you, my brother. Please, please. I need you to hook a sister up before it all is used up. Mike said daylight savings time has me thrown off. You know what? It has me in such high spirits because I know once I get off work after my live, I can get in that garden. That's my go-to place. But when it's the reverse, that's when I get depressed, when we have to fall back. So I'm sorry that it has you thrown off, but I think you'll be okay in a few weeks or a few days, hopefully. What's up, Dark X? I'm sorry if I didn't speak to you earlier. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. All right. So I was really happy about what I learned. Um, Again, I don't agree with the whole mosquito thing because we have mosquitoes out of control here. We have someone that comes and they spray at night, and it still doesn't really help. It still does not help. So it is what it is. Anyway, we're going down. She says many insects eat marigolds, and really, this is what we want them to do: eat the marigolds and don't eat my food. Aphid, white, they all eat marigolds. Okay, see, this is why I love. Again, I know I said it, and I hate to be redundant, but just prime example. I didn't know, but that's good to know. Just like they go to the nasturtium, the same with the marigolds. They go to the marigolds, and those bugs will be good because the snails they will tear up them strawberries. So that's why my strawberries are gonna hang. I have them in my hanging baskets, and my strawberries so far are doing wonderful. And as a matter of fact, guys, my strawberries, I'm gonna be able to harvest strawberries within the next few days because I see all the little white strawberries. And you know, anyone that grows strawberries knows that you can look one day and have a bunch of white strawberries, and the next day they're red. So I'm super excited about that. So Mike says his wife love Cracker Jacks. I'm a crunch and munch or poppycock guy. As the okay, I do like crunch and munch too. I like growing up. I like Cracker Jack because of the fries and you know what my dad did. But as an adult, I like Crunch and Munch a lot better. I think it tastes better. I guess it's maybe sweeter. I'm thinking. So she says, I love my camera. I don't answer the door. Yep, I do. I do. I love that camera. My plant buckets of flowers all around my garden this year. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Jags. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm doing it, guys. I'm doing it this weekend. I have a video dropping tonight, which I'm trying to take a page out of Nikki's book, and she always drops a video after um, Wind Down Wednesday, which I think is pretty cool because then we know, boom, the video's there. I can go watch it. And if I don't, which usually I don't honestly watch it right away because I usually go to bed because I try to be in bed by I'm usually in bed by 8:30 and go to sleep by 9:30. I know in the morning when I get up and I'm getting ready, boom. And I have a schedule of who I listen to slash watch while I'm getting ready for work. And that is what I do. So that I think that's good. So yeah, I have a video dropping tonight, 7:05. So check it out. And it talks about something I did to help me get those pollinators in and repel certain things. That's okay. We are here to listen. Aw, thank you. Appreciate you. Hello, everybody, and happy Monday. Hey, Auntie's World, thank you for coming. Lynette, hey. Yes, I didn't see you. I missed you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sorry, sorry. I use Sluggo and haven't had any problems. Ate strawberries. Look at you. See, I knew it. Eating strawberries already. I tell you, it feels good though, guys, because I don't eat store-bought strawberries. I don't like them. I don't like them, but I love growing my own. And this year, that is one thing I did buy. I did buy more strawberries. I had some from last year, but I need more. Again, that's the problem I had. I have to grow more to sustain me through the season. She said, thanks, Miss Linda, about the info about the marigolds. My smart husband said the same thing. Oh my goodness. Well, listen, we got it. Hello to Sharia. I know you must be like, she finally got my name right. To Sharia. I had to listen. I was saying it and saying it and saying it and saying, like, you better get this girl's name right instead of saying, what is it? I'm sorry if I didn't get it right. But yes, how are you? Thank you so much for the link. I already went to Fab and Fit on my break. They have videos that you can do, and I'm telling you, it works. So, guys, I generally listen to Life with Tasharia, maybe 4 days a week, and sometimes I'm able to work along with her, not necessarily doing what she's doing, but doing my own routine. But today, she was following a group of women, to these two women, Fit and Fab. And so I wanted to really find out what they were about because they said no jumping. And with these arthritic knees, this girl is not doing exercising and jumping. I found out where their site was, and I went through their videos and I found quite a few. And there was most of the videos I can do on my little lunch break. And that's good for me because what happens is when you have arthritis in your knees, at least with me, I get stiff when I don't move. And so doing that little workout that was low impact, but a nice workout really, really helped. I felt so invigorated. So thank you. I appreciate that. I do. I really do. I'm trying very hard, like I said, to keep fit. So um I just want my 60s to do well. I just want to do well. I don't want my body to start breaking down. So she said, if I jump, I'd break my leg and the planet. You and me both. You and me both. So what else? What else? They suggested lavender, garlic, and I was surprised. Chrysanthemums. They said that chrysanthemums have something called pyrethrin, which is a natural insecticide. I had no idea that chrysanthemums would do that. And so I was very happy to hear that. And even though I didn't get any this weekend, chrysanthemums will be on the next list of seeds as well as flowers. I'm not saying I'm going to not plant the seeds, but I want to have the seeds so going forward next year I can plant my own starts starting in December, and then by the time it's time to put them out or it's time for the last frost, they're ready to go out and help with that pest pressure. So let's see. Sweet Time says, you are talking about everything I've been thinking about for months, even growing more in the ground. Put out some marigold seeds earlier today, was more flat. Yep, that's good. I'm so happy to hear that. I really am. You know, this is I always say this, but it's so true. You know, I could talk to my husband, my daughter about it, but they don't get it because they don't really do it. They love me, and so they indulge me in what I'm doing. So I love this, and I will continue to say it, that I love it because I do. I love the feedback. I always leave alive learning something. So thank you for coming. Those of you that are here, thank you for your input. Those that gave it. It's a certain chrysanthemum plant you have to look for. Okay, so they didn't tell me, unless maybe I missed that. I dropped my pencil. Oh no, I didn't. It's right here. Let me write that down for a minute because certain type, certain variety. Yeah, they didn't tell me. They just gave me that list. Um, they said that garlic, which I didn't know, helps with spider mites. Now I did have a problem with spider mites one year, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you what I did. I saw them spider mites and I said, y'all eat this cucumber. Y'all can have this cucumber. I'm going to move this bucket over there and let y'all eat at your heart's content. I just moved it to the edge of my yard and I figured maybe that would keep them there. And it did work. It did work. But that was the first time I saw spider mites. It actually scared me. I was like, what are these things? So, yeah, I'm glad you told me that. I will actually look for that variety. She said, oh, I'm going to have to get some. Right, exactly, that right there. Cece said, lemongrass is a pest repellent. It has citronella, also great for tea. What? Girl, y'all know I love my teas, right? They said they also gave me information about herbs. Since you said the lemongrass, they said that bay leaves, catnip, chives, hyssop, of course, garlic, and we didn't mention lavender. And they said lemon balm, sage, and thyme are herbs that would work. So I love that. I love that you can have your food, you can have your herbs, you can have your edible flowers, you can have all of that that will help sustain your garden. And that is what I'm going for. If there's ever any type of crisis, isn't it nice to know you can eat from the backyard? You can shop from the backyard? No pesticides, just natural. In order for me to do that, I realized I've got to plant more, and I am. Which, like I told you, out of a cell of 36, I dropped one marigold seed, one squash seed, one this seed. I don't do that anymore. I take that cell of 36 and six of this, six of that, six of that, six of that. When they come out, I put six more, six more. And so I've got tons of things, like I said, 208 seeds that I've planted, and those seedlings are doing good, looking good. So I just love it, love it, love it, love it. Let me get back to the chat. I do apologize if I have missed something you said. Please forgive me. because I'm not trying to upset nobody. Yes. So Sweet Thumb said, "Oh, Acylium, Alyssum, Sweet Alyssum." Okay. Now I want y'all to know I do really seriously write down everything, and I do seriously take what you guys say. I do. I do. Mama Shirley says it's a white flower with a yellow center. Oh, cause okay, so not the regular. Oh, okay. Let me write that, y'all. Thank you. I needed that. Cineratafoli. There's always so much to learn in the garden community. There's so much to learn. Hey, Sylvia. How are you? Thank you for coming. Oh, hey, G Mama. I'm sorry I didn't speak to you. I'm so sorry. Forgive me, please. I did not see you. I did not, and I apologize. I've been running my mouth. That's what it is. I mean, but that's what I'm supposed to do, but I'm supposed to acknowledge my guests. So I do apologize. I really do. Um, so I have a question for you. And I'm gonna need everybody to chime in if possible. I have looked at people having meetups. Cece's gone to a lot. Hands in the Dirt has had meetups with different people. They were talking about it in Wind Down Wednesday. There's going to be another meetup in Loganville, Georgia, um, that Fresh and Fire are hosting. But what do you guys think about a meetup on a cruise ship? I got two questions, and I'm going to try to figure out how to do a poll because I really want to know about hosting. I'm thinking about hosting a cruise. Um, Let me say this. If I host a cruise, just because a group of people go on a cruise together at the same time from the same or similar communities and or background does not mean every single waking moment we must be huddled together on a cruise. That's not what it's about. What I envision is a cruise. We all go the same time. The first night of the cruise, we have a meetup. You get a little welcome gift. We all get to talk or whatever. And then if we decide, hey, when we go here, they're going to do that. Do you guys want to do that? Yeah, well, we'll go with you. Oh, what are you guys doing? We're going to go to our room and we're going to relax. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I just want to know. I really think it would be a cool thing. And I think it would be a lot of fun. I think what would really be nice is to go on a cruise that has the Central Park, which is an area that has flowers. Hey, GT has flowers, trees. Um, it's really breathtaking, guys. And these are actual live plants and trees. I'm in for the cruise. Okay, okay, cool, cool, cool. I love it. I love it. I was thinking as far as money goes, because money is always an issue. I was thinking 2027, not this year. Here's why. Everybody needs time. I do too, Cassandra. Um, if we did something in 2027, it gives everybody a chance to put their deposit down to see how much time you need. So, like I told you before in my video about cruising, once you put your deposit down, you can pay them any way you want. If you want to pay them $45 a week, $10 a week, $5 a week until last payment day, they don't care. Excuse me, as long as they're getting their money. 90 days before the date, your cruise must be paid for. So once you put that deposit down, which can be from 250 or more, then you decide, okay, this cruise needs to be paid by, let's say, September 1st. So I've got 9 months, 10 months to pay for my cruise, 11 months, a year and whatever to pay for my cruise. Once that 90 days are up, you've got 3 months to say, how much money do I want to bring with me? Okay, boom. Now I know what I need to take out of each paycheck to make sure that I have that money. And if you want to back up credit card, you could say, okay, I have this credit card available. This one's not available. Let me go ahead on and pay this one off. So it is available in the event that I see something I really, really want and I don't have enough cash. Boom, you could do it. The next thing is I want to know is yes, the Central Park area. Mama Shirley said, I know what you're talking about. Sounds awesome. I'd have time to right. That's what I was thinking. And listen, no, hey, Dolores, how are you? I know you cannot individually speak. I'm happy that you're here. I do hope that all is well with you, my dear. I really do. What are we thinking about? 4 day, kind of like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or a 7 day? I'm just curious. I know everybody does not like want to be on water for 7 days. Some people do, but we would definitely go with the majority. If you do a 7 day, you could actually get in more. If you do a 4 day, you might go to one, maybe two ports, and it would be close. It would be like a Mexico thing. And before anybody says it, it's okay to go to Mexico. Everything is under control. But in the event something happens, the cruise ship will then say, we're changing and we're not going here. Instead, we're going to go there. It happens. To me, it doesn't matter. As long as I'm on a cruise and I'm having fun and I'm with good people. So just think about that. And I'm going to try to get that poll together so I can get a firmer idea. I need the 4 day because of my pet. Got you. Got you. I was actually leaning toward the 4 day because I think for, think about a meetup. When we used to have the Soil Family Expo, we would come in on Thursday. You would come in, and Friday morning you'd have, coffee, tea meetup, something Friday night, something Saturday, something Sunday morning, and then you're on your way home. So I think a 4 day would be good. Even a 3 night 4 day would be good. Yep. She says she get bored. Listen, on some of them big ships, there is so much to do. It's ridiculous. 4 day yep, to get the feel of it. Yeah, I agree. Those that have not cruised, a 4 day is also good. So you can say, okay, is this something I like? Is this something I don't like? Because you may not like it. You may not like it at all. So that's something to keep in mind. So thank you guys for your feedback on that. And just so you know, there's so many different options. You can go from the bare minimum, which there's nothing wrong with the bare minimum. I've done the bare minimum several times just to say, I'm on board. I'm on board. And then as things change, you might say, I'm going to go mid-range. So bare minimum is an inside cabin, no window. Some people don't care because they're not going to spend time in their room like that. They're going to be in there to sleep, and that's it. They're going to be on that ship, checking this out, sitting on the deck, doing this, doing that. Some people don't mind an inside cabin, but they want a little room. I need the round the world cruise. You and me both. Happy Mag. Yes. When Royal did that around the world cruise and they went to 65 cities, oh my goodness. I had an idea. This was my idea. I said, we need to have someone on the ship who could do homeschooling for the parents of those that homeschool their children that would like to be on this world cruise. Let's not just open it up to those that are retired or whatever. Let's open it up to children. And I will be their teacher, their facilitator, and we would have a wonderful time. We can do reports on whatever city we go to, diagrams on it, just fun, educational stuff. Can you imagine what these kids would learn on a trip like that? Anyway, I just always vision that would be something cool. Um, so let's see. So Happy Max says, with the balcony, you know I ain't playing. That's right. That's right. Let me tell you, you can get your balcony. Here's the thing in my cruising experience, I've learned when you want a good price, book early. Book early. If there's a price adjustment that needs to be made, boom, you can make it. Hey, yes, I see that the cruise price is going down. Can you give me an adjustment, please? Oh, my email? Yes. Yes, that's the one on file. Yes, ma'am. All right, let me check. Yep, I got my new invoice. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Easy as that. How do I know? I've done it so many times. And when I say I've called and got a price adjustment, I've called and then saw it even go lower and did it and did it and did it. So yeah, so I went on one cruise. It was a little over $2,000, and that's only because I got a suite, and then I rebooked it, and then end up paying 1,400 for the same exact thing because I kept repricing it. The price kept going down, and boom, I got it. So yeah, it's doable. Well, that sounds fabulous for children. Yeah, I think so. I think it would so educational. There is a cart two, a cart. What? Oh, put it back in because I think you left off a letter. That's fantastic. Yeah, it is. Guys, I appreciate all of y'all. I really have fun with y'all. I really enjoy everybody coming. Okay, let me see what she said. There is a car. Oh, where in the world is Carmen San Diego? Do. Yes. Now, my children watched Carmen San Diego. And believe you me, I was questioning them on stuff. And then my mother would be like, you're always an educator with them. Like, you cannot leave it. No, I can't leave it alone. I want my kids to reach the pinnacle, their personal pinnacle. You're right. I had forgotten about Carmen San Diego. So, like I said, guys, thank you so much for coming. She said, my video on cruise saw me on the balcony in Alaska. Yep. It is breathtaking. It really is. Now the song's going to be in my head all day. Sorry. Guys, I love you all. I appreciate you. You too. It's going to be in your head. Yes, she travels around the world. Exactly. It's so educational, really educational show. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for coming. Happy Mac, thank you for coming. LGG Love, thank you for coming. Tina, Dark X, Mike, Miss Shirley, the OG Gardener, my Renaissance Grandma, G Mama Grows, 70 Plus Gardener, Happy Mac, everybody, Seed So and So, yes, LGG Love, Dolores, if I forgot you, Odoms, GT Jr., guys, Sylvia. I'm trying to remember everybody's name. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you made it this far in the replay, besos, aprecio mucho. Thank you, I appreciate you so much. Tasharia, Tasharia, sorry. Um, Thank you so much for coming, everybody. Cassandra, Cece, Tina, who else? Who else? Kenneth Wilkerson. Um, um, um. Ooh, I'm sorry, everybody. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. If I didn't say your name, I'm sorry. I love you anyway. Remember, whatever you're doing, you enjoy it. Go, Salo. Good night,